here. Let's see here. I think we're streaming. I can never tell when it's actually starting. I don't know if it streams while I'm chatting here. I'm just rambling here, and here we go. All right. Let's see here. Okay. I can never tell when it's actually. I can say it. Okay. Hi everybody. Hi, I'm Danny Detchi, host of the Doctors, Teachers, and Rock and Roll Show, where we actually have all sorts of things going. Excuse me for a moment. I'm doing some of the technical stuff here, so I'm not too familiar with these Zoom controls here. So please forgive me if I accidentally turn off the power grid in your community again. I'll try not to do that. And okay, I guess here we go. I put on my timeline link. Okay, and okay, I think I'm trying to get any messages here. I can get a message here. Sorry. Okay. All right. I'm going to get out of this part here, and I'll start the show. Hi, everybody. I'm Danny Detchi, host of Doctors, Teachers, and Rock and Roll. We got a lot of funny lineup as always here on the show, and let me spotlight here. And also, the show is also sponsored by Happy Shrimp. Happy Shrimp, unlike those other guys, Happy Shrimp never have bullet holes. Our shrimp die naturally. We strangle them. Happy Shrimp, the shrimp with a smile. Yes, and also sponsored by Salesforce. Salesforce, they're located in San Francisco. They have the tallest building west of the Mississippi, and they have the biggest conventions of the year every year. But nobody knows what they do. Salesforce. All right. Alrighty then. Let's see. Something going on here. Clicking the chat. Okay. Okay. Be right back in 5 minutes. Great. Alright. So yeah, let's start. Let's see. Anything else I should mention? Oh, okay. Well, let's just start with me. A little bit about myself. Let's see. I don't know how old I am. Because my parents lost my birth certificate when they put me in the basket in the river. But I do remember the name of the river. It was Niagara Falls. So I remember when my first my first toys that I got when I was a kid. It was this astronaut surveyor kit, and I would pretend I was on the moon, and would be picking up moon rocks and stuff. But my parents only let me play with this once a week. I later found out that it was actually the vacuum cleaner. On that. Yeah, but my father was a peaceful man. Yeah. He would always beat me with an olive branch. Oh, and okay, so we're still kind of in the pandemic. We should still wash our hands. They say we should wash our hands for as long as it takes us to sing Happy Birthday. But I like to be more careful, so I sing Stairway to Heaven. On that. Yeah, the bathroom already. Yeah, okay. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, and also I guess because of the pandemic, the handshake is going away. I guess now we're doing this, and I recently found out this is called a fist bump, not fisting, fist bump. Yeah. So yes. Oh, also today I learned that the rolling pin, it can also be used for cooking. There you go. So yeah, I was I'm really excited today. I found out that the grocery store across the street from me now has shrimp from Argentina. Woo! Yeah. Yeah, well, okay, it's a big deal for me because I'm from Argentina and I hardly ever get to see anything or anyone from Argentina. So I was really excited. Yeah, so I ran off to the grocery store. I got me the shrimp and I was so excited. I told the cashier, hey, I'm from Argentina too. And these are my people. Yeah, so I took the shrimp home and we talked about the good old days in Argentina. The old days in Argentina, and we sat around, watched a little bit of soccer on TV, and I ate them. Right, that's what I like to eat. Yeah, cool. Also, I replaced my smoke alarm recently. I had to replace my smoke alarm, but I accidentally got the kosher model, so it always goes off whenever I'm cooking bacon. And it's got a weird alarm sound too. It just goes oy vey, oy vey, oy vey, oy vey. So, yeah. And, the other day I actually got attacked by a mugger. yeah, this guy comes after me, and then all of a sudden, this woman comes out of nowhere. She just slams this mugger right down to the ground, and she handcuffs him. So I figure she must be an undercover cop. So I ask her, excuse me, are you SFPD? And she says, no, BDSM. Yeah, so we dated. Yeah, and I remember coming home one night, and there she is wearing nothing but a Freudian slip. And she says to me, so, Danny boy, are you ready for your punishment? I go, okay. So she ties me up between these two posts, and it puts the TV in front of me, and forces me to watch golf. Yeah, I was hoping to spanking or something, not golf. Yeah, but yeah, we broke up anyway. Yeah, she was a Republican. Yeah, I didn't see a Ronald Reagan tattoo until it was too late. It was on her fist. Yeah. So, I also recently, there's more live comedy coming out now, and so I got into this comedy contest. It's called the Argentinian Jewish Atheist Comedy Competition, and all I said was hello, and I won. Okay, I was the only one there. So let's see what else happened. Yeah, like I said, during the pandemic, I've been watching more TV and stuff. Oh, I saw this movie with a actress has strange name in it. I'm not sure of your name. It's Busy Phillips. Anybody hear of Busy Phillips? Strange name. Yeah, it's probably her father named her that. And just in case someone like me would go up to her and say, hi, I'm Danny. She would say, I'm busy. Oh, okay. So, and the comic book convention's back. Yay! I'm a big comic book fan. I went to the comic book convention, and the place was really crowded. I didn't want to wait all day in line to get an autograph, so I came up with an idea. I went up to the front door and I yelled, "Hey, Eugene, your mother's here to pick you up." Yeah, the whole place cleared out. Yeah, only person left there was this woman dressed up like Wonder Woman. So I go up to her and say, "Hey there, Wonder Woman, want to come over to my place and check out my comic book collection? I got a lot of issues." And she said, "Get lost, you nerd." And I told her I can't get lost because I got my address written in my underwear. So there. Showed her. Yeah. No, this always happens to me. Whenever I go to a store, just any store, customers come up to me because they think I work there. I mean, do I look like an assistant manager? I don't know. Yeah. I was at the sports shop in the mall the other day, just minding my own business. This guy comes up to me with a parking garage ticket in his hand. And he says to me, "Excuse me, sir, can you please validate me?" I go, "Sure. You're a good person. Everyone likes you, and you smell nice." Yeah. The guy goes, "Oh yeah, very funny, wise guy. I was talking about my ticket." So I look at his ticket and I say, "You're a good ticket. Everyone likes you, and you smell nice." Yeah. The guy gets mad, starts yelling at me. The store manager comes over to see what all the commotion is about, and he fires me. Yeah. I don't even work there, and he fires me. Well, I did get my 2 week severance pay, so cool. Okay, let's see, a little quick joke. Hey, did you hear about that praying mantis couple that were having an argument? Yeah, the husband was yelling back, "Hey, you don't have to bite my head up." Okay, well, before I get off, let's see, I'll finish off with a couple of songs. Okay, I'm going to play Popcorn. Okay, number 2 pencil. It's just going on like that. Yeah, anyway. Okay, well, one more song. Okay, let's see. See if you can name this tune. Okay.
The Mash Game.
Hey, from Jeopardy.
Jeopardy.
Yeah. No, what
Oh,
is
it was
Jeopardy
not the
was the
Match
correct
Game,
answer.
Jeopardy.
Yeah. This is Jeopardy is the correct answer.
Oh my God.
Yes. Oh, I forgot to see you live. Okay, so that is my time. I'm Danny Desi. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we're on a show with a lot of funny people from all over the country. And your first comedian from New York. You also catch him on the Good Timing on Peacock TV. You should watch it. It's really great program, and it's got a bunch of comedians from New York City and. Learning comedy, and some of them already are comedians, like Ziggy. So let's give it for Ziggy, everybody! Woo!
Woo. Thanks,
Yay,
Danny.
Ziggy.
Thanks, Danny. A lot of people, have become teachers. They have a calling. I had a calling too from Uncle Sam to go to Vietnam, so I became a teacher. So that was an easy decision to make. But in general, I have a hard time making decisions. Like last night, I went to Tom's Diner, and I go in, and waiter puts the menu on the table, and it's as big as the Bible. It's confusing. I don't even know where to start. So I said, "What do you recommend?" He said, "Page 28." I said, "Is that Old Testament or New Testament?" Then I said, what's popular? He said cheeseburger. And then I was thinking, why do I ask what's popular? I mean, just because something's popular doesn't mean it's good for you. I mean, look at the Kardashians. So I figured, I'll have a cheeseburger. So I said, give me the cheeseburger. I can become vegan next week. So he said, okay, do you want it rare, medium, or well? So I couldn't decide. So I said medium well, because that takes into account 2 out of 3. He said, okay. It comes with a side. You can have salad or fries. I said fries. He said, okay, do you want waffle fries, cottage fries, home fries, crinkly fries, crunchy fries, cheese fries, freedom fries, sweet potato fries? I said, forget it. Just give me the salad. He said, okay, no problem. Do you want Cobb salad, Waldorf salad, Caesar salad, Greek salad, Arab salad, Israeli salad, Mediterranean salad, tossed salad, untossed salad? I said, forget it. Can I just have a house salad? A house salad? He said, of course. Do you want Italian dressing, French dressing, Russian dressing? No, we don't have Russian anymore. Now it's Ukrainian dressing. Oil and vinegar, balsamic vinaigrette, tahini. I said, forget it, ridiculous. Can I just have chips, potato chips? He said, of course. Do you want ruffled chips, rippled chips, salted chips, unsalted chips, wavy chips, scoop chips, Lay's, Wise, Pringles, Charles, Utz or Utz? I have no idea how to pronounce that. I said, forget it. Let me just have potato salad, because that takes into account potatoes and salad. He said, great idea, great, perfect. Do you want German potato salad, creamy potato salad, American potato salad, low fat? I said, that's ridiculous. Let me just have coleslaw. There's only one coleslaw. Let me just have coleslaw. He said, we don't carry that. I said, 90-page menu. You have octopus on this menu and you don't have coleslaw? He said, sorry. I said, you know what? Just give me the cheeseburger, no sides. He said, okay. He comes back 5 minutes later. He says, by the way, about that cheeseburger, I didn't ask you what kind of cheese you want. Do you want cheddar? I said, I know exactly what I want. You don't have to go into it. I want cheddar cheese. Cheddar cheese. I never was so sure of anything in my life. Just cheddar cheese, cheeseburger. He said, okay. By the way, we ran out of hamburgers. I said, oh my God, why did you ask me what kind of cheese I wanted if you ran out of hamburgers? He said, I was just curious. You know what? Just give me an omelet. He said, okay, Spanish omelet, Western omelet, omelet, cheese omelet. I said, forget it. Hard-boiled egg. There's only one hard-boiled egg. You have a hard-boiled egg, right? He said, yes, of course we have a hard-boiled egg. Do you want white bread, whole wheat, pumpernickel, rye, challah, toasted, not toasted? I said, forget it. I lost my appetite. Just give me a cup of coffee. No, I don't want a cup of coffee, because I know what you're going to say. Do you want regular? Do you want demi-tasse? Do you want decaf? Do you want Savarin? Do you want, cappuccino, frappuccino, mochaccino? And then you're going to go into the milk. You want regular milk, 2% milk, 1% milk, half and half cream. And then you're going to go into the sugar. Do you want raw sugar, cane sugar, confectioner sugar, equal, sweet and low, sativa, trivia, whatever it's called? I said, I said that, forget it. I can't take it. He said, that's ridiculous. I never would have said that. So I said, you know what? Just give me a glass of water. He said, okay, no problem. Do you want tap water, mineral water, distilled water, rainwater, sparkling water? I said, forget it. Just give me a check for whatever I didn't have. He said, okay, will that be cash or charge? I said charge. He said, will it be MasterCard, Discover Card, Visa Card, American Express, mobile card, Macy's card, Gimbals card, Radio Shack, Mobile Gas? I said, I just ran out. I ran out. And luckily across the street, there was a hot dog stand. So I go to the guy and I said, that diner drives me crazy. So many choices. He said, I know exactly what you mean. I get half my customers from there. I said, let me have just a plain hot dog. He said, of course. Do you want a foot long? Do you want a wiener? Do you want cocktail frank? Do you want pigs in a blanket? Do you want Vienna sausage? I just walked away and I could hear, in the background, do you want ketchup, mustard, sauerkraut, chili, coleslaw? I said, oh, so that's where the coleslaw is. He had the coleslaw. Anyway. So, I'm shaking now. I have PTSD, picking things, stress disorder. So I figured I need therapy. So there's like a 24-hour therapy hotline. So I call them and it says dial 1 for Freudian, 2 for Jungian, 3 for group therapy, 4 for family therapy, 5 for, aromatherapy, 6 for physical therapy, 7 for sex therapy, 8 for animal assisted therapy, 9 for animal assisted sex therapy, 10 for refills of your prescription, Prozac, Celexa, Viagra, gummy bears, baby aspirin, Zoloft, Xanax. I just hung up. It was ridiculous. So I just kept walking. I see a psychic. So I go in, I figure, this person could straighten my life out. And I go in there and she says, I see something like a burger, cheese. I said, oh my God, you're fantastic. She said, have a seat, I'll help you. She said, do you want tarot card reading, palm card reading, magic 8-ball? Do you want Ouija boards, seance, horoscope? I just got out of there. So I get home and my wife says, did you have dinner? I said, no, what's in the fridge? She said, nothing. I said, thank God.
Fabulous.
She said, how about we go to Tom's Diner? I said, no. Anyway, some of you might have heard like some chirping in the background. I have my birds right up here, Charlie. So, it isn't that, have a bad connection or whatnot. And he's a good guy. And a while ago, whenever we're home, we let him fly around the apartment, it's no problem. But my wife was once getting up off the couch and she accidentally stepped on him. She had no idea he was trying to make his 10,000 steps that day. It was terrible. He was okay, but she flattened him out like a pancake. So we brought him to the animal hospital. And they said we'd have to leave him overnight because they want to do tests to see if he has a brain damage or broken bones. So he said, okay. And I want to do right by him. So I got him a private room, a phone, a TV. He likes Price is Right, Jeopardy, Animal Planet. And this was expensive. So I had to leave my wife as a deposit. So the next day I got a call from them and they said, he's doing okay. You can come pick him up. So I go to the receptionist and I said, I'm here to pick up my bird. And she said, woodpecker? I said, no, I do okay with what I have, but thanks for asking. So, they gave me, so she said, she took me to the vet. And the vet said he has no brain damage and no broken bones. I said, how do you know? She said, we asked him, who brought you here? He said, Bigfoot, meaning my wife. What's the start of the universe? He said, Big Bang. And we said, "Who's your favorite Sesame Street character?" He said, "Barney." I guess a little brain damage isn't so whatever. So and we knew he didn't have any broken bones because the minute we have the latest CAT scan here. The minute Dr. Smith brought in his latest cat and Charlie flew, we knew he didn't have any broken bones. So I brought him home, and he was doing okay and stuff like that. And now when he walks, he says, "I'm walking here, I'm walking here." So I guess he watched Midnight Library while he was there too and everything. But whenever we had pancakes, he got nervous and stuff like that. So I brought him to group therapy, and it was interesting. There was like an empty a pigeon that was an empty nester, and a toucan who couldn't. And that paranoid owl kept going, where? Anyway, that's my time. I'm Ziggy Susser. Everybody stay well, and thanks for having us, Danny.
Easy. Yeah, Ziggy, everybody. Yeah, it's great to have options, huh? Right? Is it? I know. Options like that. Woo. Thank you. All right, now we go over to Kansas for our next funny person, and glad to have her back on the show again. It's Regina Weinmiller. Regina, let's see if I get.
Thank you.
There we go. There. Hey, there's Regina. Woo.
Thank you. Yes, my name is Regina. And it was awkward in middle school when there was a substitute teacher. Regina? Is there a Regina here? I'm thinking that's half the class. I wish that I had the confidence of a little kid. You look cute today. I know. I'm adorable. Yeah, and after a bath, coming out with the towel, ta-da!
Huh.
My little girl did that every single time. So I'm a teacher. How many other teachers are here today? Round of applause, or have been a teacher once. All right, yes. One thing about being a teacher is you can't always go to the bathroom when you need to, okay? Right? I told my husband how hard that was, and he said, I never thought about like a teacher having to go to the bathroom. Yes, we are human. We eat, we drink, we pee, we have sex with our adult partners. Well, no, most of us. There's a few bad apples out there. But yeah, teachers, I mean, we have sex. How do you think we get more teachers?
Yeah.
There is a teacher shortage. Maybe that's why we get the summers off.
Yeah.
So I was part of a show recently for Mother's Day, and the venue actually was advertising the show, and they said, it's going to be so funny, you're guaranteed to pee your pants. And I thought, oh no, don't oversell it. But then I remembered how easy it is to make moms pee. So I don't know about you, but for me, it's just like a margarita and a giggle.
Yeah.
A Coke and a cough. A breeze and a sneeze. Actually, I don't even need the breeze, just a sneeze, that'll do it. So I think we fulfilled our promise there. I know at least a couple of moms peed a little. I love Zoom meetings because I can unmute myself when I need to speak, and I can mute myself when I need to fart. Just don't mix them up. Life lessons that I learned at work. Fabric office chairs absorb farts. exercise ball chairs make them echo. Yeah, I learned that one in front of my students. Oops. So I also used to teach high school. And one time I gave my students an assignment to say one thing about themselves that we don't know. Well, I said that I like to wear thongs. Well, that was wrong because that's the day I learned that they're called flip-flops now. Yeah, and also I used to teach Spanish and English as a second language. One time I took my ESL students to the deli and they asked me, Miss, what are deviled eggs? So I tried to translate it and I said, Los huevos del diablo. And that was wrong because that means the devil's balls.
Nah.
They didn't order any. So I think once a teacher, always a teacher. And when I die, I'm going to haunt the playground. So if I see a little boy push a little girl, I'm going to say, boo. That is not okay. And that does not mean he likes you. Report him. And then they're going to poop their pants and be traumatized forever because they just saw a ghost. So I also got to go to Argentina once. And Danny, you said you're from Argentina?
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, it was part of a teacher trip, like a Fulbright thing. And I got to try llama meat. It was incredible. Oh, and when I got back to my hometown, I looked for the only llama place I could find and I ordered it medium rare. And now I'm banned from the petting zoo. So, that's unfortunate because it was delicious. But anyway, I also am a mom. And it's kind of hard when you're trying to pump at work, like breast milk. And I was in my office. I had it all set up. You know, when you have a little baby sock with their smell in it, you can just and it really gets your milk going, right? And I had the phone with the baby cry in it, and I was all hooked up, ready to go, double barrel, both boobs. And then I heard the fire alarm.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I couldn't run out there for a drill with high school students. And so I just hid and turned off the light. I thought, okay, maybe no one will know. And then I hear, and it keeps going. Oh my God, it's not a drill. And they're going to find me like this. Oh no. I was afraid the fireman was going to come pound down the door. Oh my God, what are you doing? Don't look at me. Oh, I thought I was going to have to help put out the fire with my breast milk, like choo, 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 choo. Well, thankfully, there wasn't a real fire, but somebody burnt the popcorn. And to this day, nobody found out until now that I hid in my office for the fire drill. I do think you should tell moms, though, if you're going to have a drill. Anyway, I just have had so much fun here, and I want to say thank you to Danny and everyone. Thank you all so much.
Woo. Thank you,
Yeah.
Regina. Woo. Yeah, Regina Weinmiller from Kansas, and interesting. I guess it's Yeah, I don't know how it is to be a mother. So yeah, it's complicated. Yep. Thank you, thank you. Alrighty, our next comedian, all the way from New York. I think now it looks like she's parachuting from somewhere. Was doing comedy while parachuting. Yeah, no, and very happy to have her. She's one of the producers, helped me get this show together. Originally it was 3 separate shows, then we got all together to Doctors, Teachers, and Rock and Roll. So let's give for Elaine Witt, everybody. Woo!
Thank you. He calls me Elaine. That's I
Elaine.
like it. He calls me Elaine. So I'm sitting outside, and I have to say, you know, that book, A Tree Grows in Brooklyn, and you think, you live 14 miles from Midtown Manhattan. How could you possibly have a garden? But I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you pay for that. Your parents pay for it and then they die. But that's not what I came to talk about. See that guy, Eddie, took my hairpiece. I don't know. That was my hair. Kidding. Look how it works. So anyway, hi, Kathy. So I wanted to tell you about teaching in my school. I'm so glad I'm retired because my school was so tough, Danny. You walk in the school building and you see the school colors, black and blue and dried blood red. Teachers. I mean, some things changed and some things stayed the same. Like when we were young, we used to sing the happy birthday song. Maybe you do this in your school in Spanish, Regina, because you teach Spanish. And they would sing, are you 1? Are you 2? Are you 2, 3? When my friends have a party now, it's lumbar 1, L2, L3. And the first time they don't teach you how to control the class or how to really teach or anything. Am I right, Ziggy? Because you taught for a while. They didn't, and I went to Schaefer Street in Brooklyn, just to show you, I'm telling you the truth. And I didn't know what I was doing. I was naive. I was from Long Island. That's a place where I'm from. And I walk in and they're throwing, you know how you get Christmas cookies? I don't, because I'm Jewish, but you get Christmas cookies in a tin. Then you have tin left over. You put your little crayons in there. You put your Kelly Green and your Crimson. Well, they were throwing the crayons from the tin, and I'm holding up the top of the tin like a gladiator, and they're throwing the crayons and I'm walking around the room just trying to duck from all these crayons they're throwing at me. It's like, this is what my parents paid all this money to go to LIU because I couldn't get into Brooklyn College like some people. And oh my God, I just couldn't control the children. So then all of a sudden this kid goes, teacher, how do you tell time? I said, that's easy. How long did you have me locked in the closet yesterday? Very hard. No, to show you how tough my school was, the valedictorian was missing from the graduation. That night, I sat down to watch TV. There she was on America's Most Wanted. It was a tough school. And oh my goodness, they had this new thing. I'm glad, Regina, no offense to you, but I'm glad I'm retired because it's called the Participation Trophy. You know, Ellen, everyone gets an award just for showing up at school. That would have come in handy during my honeymoon. In fact, like Ellen, I was married twice also. I mean, they participated, but very little was accomplished. And my second husband, so now he knows very little was accomplished. But anyway, I'm just being funny, maybe. So it was tough teaching. So I'm done teaching and I spend my day on Zoom and I stare at people's backgrounds like Ellen has the bridge. Some people have beautiful bookshelves and diplomas. Ed Smythe, well, I shouldn't call you Smythe because I don't know. I don't remember if it's Smythe or Smith. But Ed, do you know where my diploma is hanging right now? It's in the bathroom because I was a hippie in the 60s, up the pig and all that. So it came handy when there was a shortage of toilet paper because I could break for emergency and have the parchment there. Although it does have on hemorrhoids, believe me. Well, talking about Zoom, you know, I went to, I did not tell this joke. I don't know the right words, right, Ziggy? Oh my goodness. In the morning on Mondays, I used to go to Hebrew school on Zoom. And then in the afternoon, I did meditation. So the rabbi said something, I don't think I said it right. Ziggy knows how to say it. She said something like, let your nechama bring you, I don't know what it means. Let your nechama bring you enough. Then I would go to the meditation. She'd say, let your chakra come up through your head and bring you karma. Let your chakra bring you karma. Well, let my karma get my anaya. I got my nachama in my chakra, and I failed both quizzes the next Monday. I'm killing it with Catherine, I'll tell you that much. Is my time up yet?
No, you got about you get 10 minutes total, so you got about
Oh,
6
my.
minutes.
Well,
If you like.
I do have some jokes. You know, this past weekend I went to a conference that was for people with ideas to change the world. The first thing that happened, they couldn't get the internet right. I get on there and they're all peace and love, and I just say to the guy, "You're for peace and love and changing the world. You can't even keep me in a breakout room without bumping me back to the other room." I apologize. It really, I just expected better service, you know. And then these people had such credentials, Ellen, like yourself. I mean, one lady said, I wrote 17 books and I flew to Tokyo, and then I needed to get over to China. And I just said, what would you do if you made this happen? And the guy said, you can't make it happen. Well, if you could, what would you do? And then he got me over there. And then I built a school in India. I mean, these people had such credentials. So then they said, it's all done by statistics and measurement. Helene, what do you have to contribute to this conference? And I said, let's see. I like to measure my laughs per minute. You see, I go to the comedy club and I tape myself and I don't actually listen to my laughs per minute. And they're thinking to themselves, we're changing the world. We have factories in Guam, and we're doing all these big things. And all that lady could talk about is her laughs per minute. How petty is this little bitch? What you doing here? Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. I am working on that because that really did happen this weekend. But I wanted to talk to you also about something new that I had to talk about. Oh, my doctor's so arrogant. Ellen, you're not like this, but my doctor's the top endocrinologist, all of Long Island, Northwell Health. It's a big deal. And he's so arrogant. And he sees me wearing my Beatle t-shirt, my Ringo shirt, and he says, that concert last night stunk. So I go, excuse me, doctor, you're an expert on making me walk, keeping my thyroid in check. But honestly, the Beatles, are you that arrogant that you could think you know more about the Beatles than me? Did you ever see my Beatle room, my pictures on Facebook? I said, I don't like to brag, but you said last week that the Paul concert, you'd rather see Paul's son sing than Paul. How could you talk that way to me? You think you know everything. You're good at Bones, but not Beatles. So he says, you bring John Lennon into this office and then I'll be impressed with you. And the nerve, I got so mad. I said, doctor, you check my bones and you make me walk without any pain. And I'll bring you a yellow submarine, you little arrogant bastard. I mean, he really, I get so mad. He just thinks he's all that, you know. So anyway, yeah, I'm a real Beatle fan. I forget what jokes I have about that. So I'll just talk about Woodstock. You know, Ziggy and I have something in common. We both grew up around the Woodstock era. And then 50 years later, they had another Woodstock. So, you know, something stayed the same and some things changed. For example, 3 people had babies at Woodstock, the first Woodstock. 3 people lost their dentures and found someone else's dentures. And there was a tent at Woodstock, and the tent at the time was for psychedelics. Ed, I don't know if you know what a psychedelic is, but the tent was for people to get down off their bad acid trips. And this time the tent was for bad acid indigestion. Some things have changed. And we had bell bottoms and we walked through the mud the first time. This time, again, we had to leave our cars on the highway. They never fixed that. But we had vans, we pressed a button, our wheelchairs came down, our walkers came down. We were tripping, the other kind of tripping over our bell bottoms with our walkers. And talking about that, the van had a sign on. The first van said, don't come a knocking if this van is a rockin'. But this time we painted our van with a different sign. Don't come a fussin' till I've had my Robitussin. Is my time up, Danny? Oh, goody, 1 minute. Well, any questions so far? I am a school teacher. Well, yeah, the safe was missing from PS 140, and we're on YouTube and we're on Facebook, and anyone from my school knows the safe was missing from my school. I don't mean a little toy safe like kids have. No, the whole giant safe was missing from the principal's office. Do you think maybe Officer Reed had anything to do with it, like an inside job? I mean, the people in my school were such crooks. Even a teacher did some federal, she took the kid, federal. It was a federal offense. She took the kids' milk money and trip money and used it. So she went to jail. That's how the teachers in my school. But yeah, I'm talking about a tough school. But anyway, you've been a wonderful group of comics, and I appreciate it. And my friend Roz is watching. Hi, Roz.
Woo.
Thank you,
Hey,
Danny.
Elaine Witt, rocking and rolling with Elaine Witt, everybody. Yeah, and Elaine's also on the Good Timing show, so check it out on Peacock TV. Great stuff to watch. Woo. Alrighty, your next comedian she's a registered nurse from New York. Her humor has kept her in the profession till this day. Her motto is "Laughter is the best medicine." But it's not cheap. It costs $20 out the door with a 2-item minimum. So let's give up. Georgia Metz. Yeah, Georgia Metz, everybody. Woo.
Yeah.
Hi. Hi, everybody. I enjoyed everybody's humor. I like to look at the other professions, besides nursing, which is what I've been doing. I still am a nurse and will always be a nurse, even if I don't activate my license, because I'm always going to say I'm a nurse. It doesn't just go away because I don't have a real job in the ICU. And I've been thinking about what kind of material to elaborate on. And I was thinking, I know I've said before on this show about my coworkers discovering that I do stand-up comedy, and they say, how can you talk to strangers and tell jokes? I said, well, I can give enemas to strangers. That's really not, I'll think about it. No. So then I thought to myself, it would be really cool to give enemas to people I know. That would take some real balls. You know what I'm saying? I said to myself, what if I go on a date with somebody and you want to do something like, say I'm dating somebody for a period of time and I want to freshen it up. Honey, we're going to give each other a high colonic, and let's just experience that together. So I thought to myself, let me investigate this idea of, I don't know how it comes to this. It goes from high colonic to anal sex, but that's where I'm heading to. So I said, I really don't know anything about anal sex, to be honest. I'm not interested in it. So I looked at some porn. Yeah, it's not the first time, but I did look at porn for the first time in anal sex category. They have categories. I was like, wait, what? Mature, MILF, DILF, stepson, stepmother. I was like, I got to go to confession. I have to take a Xanax. Get down. All right, anal sex. Now, let's get realistic. I know there's a doctor in this audience somewhere, and I really think I should have to look at my anatomy and physiology book. So picture it. I know you're going to want to. Anal sex room. The guy's penis has got to be 9 inches long, and it has usual kind of curve to it. So he's banging this woman in the ass, and I'm saying to myself, how far up does this go? No, so if it wasn't for his balls, it would just disappear in there. I mean, what? Then I can't wait for this punchline. I wait for the come out. There's no shit on it. Get the hell out of here. That can't be true. Because when I remember giving enemas to patients, you go in like this far, you take the tube out, there's shit on the end of it. I go, okay, he's not clear, doctor. To get another liter of water. So we're on porn. Is this real? Like, this is like Hollywood sex. It's all bullshit. So, all right, let me guess this. In real time, you took it out. It's covered in poop. You're going to clean it off, and then you're going to show all of us hungry for the answer to see what I don't get it. It's just, so I said, who invented anal sex? The man is having sex with women, and they're no longer tight down there, right? Their muscles get lax over time. You get older, things just fall apart. So if you're having sex with someone who's had a lot of sex and you're just in line, you're just starting dating a woman now, you have 40 years of having hardcore sex. you're going to be like fucking a paper towel. I mean, we're a sponge. There's no resistance. So he spins the bitch over and he goes, all right, let me fuck you in the ass. And he comes right away because she's okay, that only works for so long. And then what do? Now we have fisting. Don't even get me started with the fisting. I can't talk about it. It's disgusting, honestly. I mean, you start to go down that slippery slope. Like, you know what? Let me go back to mature sex with Hollywood type people because they look like you want to look at them and you want to enjoy yourself versus watching real people having sex. Not very attractive. I'm sorry. I don't want to look in anybody's bedroom. All I have to do is hear noises. I want to just keep walking. I don't want to see a damn thing. I was talking before about, I wanted to say, what was I saying? Oh, the words from nursing, and the medical people know this. We use words like PRN. So I'll write in my notes, PRN, which means whenever necessary, right? Whenever you need it. It's no set time. It's a whenever. So I said, so PRN in the private world is called the past relationship neuroses. No, that's what PRN is. And then TLC is tender loving care. I don't get that in the private sector. I have to go to the job to get the TLC. And I remember learning in nursing school, how do you want to address the patient? So you ask the person, how would you like to be addressed? By your first name, your last name, nickname, whatever you want. By the same token, my name is Georgia. So I started hearing the guy calling me, hey, honey, sweetheart. I'm like, who the hell are you talking to? I go in the room. I said, sir, you're looking for me? Yes, honey. Where have you been? I said, sir, my name is Georgia. Then after a while, I started to like that sound. Sweetheart, honey. Charge nurse comes over to me, Georgia, why are you letting him call you honey and sweetheart? I said, well, you know what? It sounds really sweet coming from a man. You know, the last time someone called me honey or sweetheart, my own husband doesn't call me that. Plus, this guy's paying my salary. So if he wants to call me honey, sweetheart, call me whatever you want. Honestly, I don't care if you don't call me by my first name. Call me honey. Then I go home, I said, useless. That was his nickname. Come on, you have to call me something. Well, that really is his name. It took me $60,000 to get divorced. I'm pretty sure I could have found somebody from Arthur Avenue. We could have made that a deal, but $60,000 to get divorced. So it's, how your name goes back to your maiden name when you get divorced, and he keeps his name. So I go back to my maiden name, and his name is also changed. It's in my phone contact, UL, useless, all right? That's his name. I know my kids know that I'm talking about him. They know plenty about how I speak about their dad. That's part of the problem. So I'm looking at homes. I want to sell my house and I want to buy something. And I started looking on real estate and I started looking at 5 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms. Why would you have more bathrooms than bedrooms? So then I thought, well, maybe it's because the person who owned the house has IBS, Crohn's disease. Maybe they're bulimic and they have a separate bathroom for their shit, hot. I don't want that. That's private, owner only. You got a lock on the door. That's where you're going to start. When people know your business. 7 bathrooms, 5 bedrooms, something weird's going on. Then I go to the casino and they have, what's playing craps. That's the same person with IBS with the 7 bathroom house. Now he's playing craps. I mean, there are conditions that people have to live under that we don't know anything about their business. But when I see things like that, being a nurse, I immediately think of diarrhea when I see craps. I'm sorry. I can't help it. That's the way it is. I went to a public speaking class and the teacher says, if you want to speak in front of public and you feel uncomfortable, imagine everybody in the audience being naked. Hi, I'm a nurse. I've seen 1,000 people naked, so it doesn't work for me. Okay. Right, think of everybody in the audience as being on the toilet. Hi, I'm a nurse. I've seen plenty of people on the toilet. I go, you know what, ma'am? Why don't you go back to nursing? In nursing, there is no public speaking. Okay, you're right. I should That's what I feel like. I feel like I'm always going to be a nurse in some way. I don't know how to not be a nurse. So it's that people find me difficult. Well, that's too bad. I am difficult. That's how I am. So before I heard someone talking about the channel Peacock. So it sounds almost like the Italian peacock. Who's Italian out there? I don't know what peacock means. I think it means cocky. Because my mother didn't teach me any Italian, for Christ's sake. I'm Italian. Are you sure? You spell my name Georgia with 2 J's. Doesn't sound Italian to me. It sounds like Warhol. All right. I'm Italian. I'm the tallest one in the family. I don't speak Italian. Mom, why didn't you teach me Italian? Well, because I don't want you to learn the slang. I want you to learn the language in school. I talk about school. I went to Catholic school. I have the scars to prove it. I have a prescription for medication. So I'm not Italian. I don't speak Italian, but I know some of the words like kicak and fungul, panabal. I think they're really the same word. I really have to look it up because sometimes I say it in front of the patients and they give me a dirty look and I go, oh, I'm sorry. It sounded, can you tell me what it means? But if I'm taking care of an Italian patient, like when I was worked in the ICU, when I would say something like a slang in Italian, immediately the patient was thrilled to think that I was Italian and they felt comfortable. Can you imagine? Just because I said I was Italian, they were comfortable with my care. I got espresso at lunchtime. I got the pastries at the end of my shift. That's what I love about the Italians. I don't mind telling them I'm Italian. They know I am, even though my name is spelled incorrectly. It's not the proper name. So I just want to say thank you for letting me come and do my new material. And I have to sign off now. Bye, everybody.
Hey, thank you.
Bye, Georgia.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yay, Georgia Mertz. Yeah, if you didn't know anything about anal sex before, well, now you do.
Now I can say I'm a virgin, Dan. Let me put it on my dating website. I'm a virgin in some ways. Okay.
Yeah, good to know. Thank you. Thanks, Georgia. Alrighty then. Our next comedian, she's a junior senior citizen and cougar and board certified emergency medicine physician. One too many people kept telling her to do stand-up and she was forced to give it a try. 7 years later, she's still having fun. Comedy is a place to dress up like an actual female and enjoy rooms full of clean people with their clothes on. She performs and often produces shows all over the country and she's a cougar. So let's get up for Ellen Wesley. Woo!
Hey, you guys, give it up for Danny and for everybody you've seen so far. Oh my God, how cool is that? Oh my God, wait, I dropped something on the floor. So I'm in LA, right? I am a cougar though. I'm a cougar in LA. Doesn't that sound exciting? This is coming to you from the Admiral's Lounge as I wait for my flight back to Chicago. So I came out to LA for my 50th high school reunion. Is that amazing? It was very fun. It was very fun. But you know what that means, though? That means we are old. Oh, my God. Old. And but at least we're not dead. That is good. And I'm online. I'm online dating. Oh, my God. You know what that means? It means I am paying for people that, well, they send, okay, guys, they're a little older. Well, okay, they send me old guys. No, I'm embarrassed. They send me dead guys. Dead guys. But there is a good side to dead guys, depending on which side you want. Actually, they're both great sides when they're dead because they're cold, and it's very good for my hot flashes. And you know what? They're stiff when they get there. I love it. But it's weird. It is weird being older though, but there's good stuff about being older. The one good thing about being older is I know what I like. I like coffee, I like shopping, and I like a battery powered device by my bed. Gotta know how to please yourself, but I am on the lookout. You never know. The merchandise is here. You're only seeing this part of the merchandise. But imagine it's like pillow talk. We're over here because I'm in the airport lounge. But let's see, what else can I tell you? So yes, I am a doctor. I'm an emergency room doctor. Blood and guts and death. Those are all things that I love. Oh, I love it. I get paid and I'm never bored. That's so cool. But you know what, though? Somebody was talking about this before. What do you think is the hardest part about being an emergency room doctor?
Hmm.
You know what? Sort of like a teacher. No pee breaks. Read my lips. No pee breaks. What if you have to do number 2? Are you kidding? It's a damn good thing I cured my IBS. Dang, my mouth doesn't work anymore, but I cleared that other stuff. But you know what? A lot of times though, the hardest part, it's the nurses. Oh my God, they are so cute. They're younger than me and they're cuter than me. Ugh. And I did what any other sophisticated female would do. I got a shit ton of plastic surgery. And I have 3 husbands now. None of them are mine. But emergency medicine is very fun. Very, very fun. It's interesting. I like to take care of people, and sensitive people like me are best taking care of people when they actually are sick and interested in getting better, which when people are scared shitless in the emergency room is a good time because they might be interested in getting better. You know what else they're interested in? Drugs. I never saw so many drugs in my whole life. That's insane. Oh my God. This one, I mean, they come in with their overdoses. I have to make sure they're breathing. I think it's important for people to breathe, right? They pay for this shit. I can't believe they pay for this stuff. You know, it's my job to name that chemical down the hall, right? If there are 6 cops and 1 patient, that means it's PCP. And you have to make sure everybody is safe. Now, Georgia and I know this very special cocktail. It is called a B52. Can you say B52? Yes, B52. You know what it is? B52 is shut the fuck up and you're going to take a nap. It's Haldol and Ativan and plus or minus Benadryl, but you got to keep people safe. You know, it's important. But let's see here now. I talk about old things and dead things and, oh yes. And in Chicago though, you know, it's scary. I'm from LA. I'm actually in LA for my reunion on my way back to Chicago. But I work at the very deep South Side, and I work at the corner of 111th Street, and please don't shoot me. And you know what, though? I found out what the scariest part of the deep South Side of Chicago is. Are you ready? It's the white people. The Black people treated me so nicely. Oh my God, but I have a healthy fear of white people. Think about it, you guys, because that might be important in some situations. And I'm not a regular white person. I may look like a regular white person, but I'm a Jew and I'm a liberal. So that makes me entirely different colors. But so I talked about old things, and well, you know what? I like older people. I do. I am one. But, you know, I love my mom. And well, I took her out last week, and I took her to the park and took her to lunch. And do you hate rude people? I hate rude people. Well, I took my mom to the spa, and you know, that rude spa attendant, he said, "Sorry, ma'am, you can't bring an urn on the treadmill." What? What a jerk. And I showed him. I took the lid off and I threw my mom all over him. I wonder how he'd like getting head from my dead mom. My mom would love that. Anyway, though, because I am older and maybe wiser, I want to leave you with some wisdom. And here it is. Always remember, a funeral is not a sad event. No, it's an opportunity for you to find young men with mommy issues for your sex slave. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Danny.
Yeah, thanks, Ellen Wesley, everybody. Yeah, she's available. Go on, woo, Ellen Wesley. Yeah, and wow, wild life. I mean, doctor and comedy and all over the place too. Yes, alright then. Kathy, are you coming on? You're like, come on. Okay, cool. All right. Our next comedian, all the way from Kentucky. Let's give her Kathy Perkins. Kathy Perkins. Woo.
Hello. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, everybody. Gosh, such funny comics before me. I hope I can rise to the occasion. Danny, thank you for doing this. I tuned in for your last one and some funny doctors and teachers.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like to think I'm a teacher and I'm sort of a physician, not a physician, a veterinarian's assistant. Yeah, I'm a VA. But I even opened up my own school. Yeah, on 50 acres. I called it Hope Springs Farm. And I tell you what, it really opened my eyes up to the world of education and how difficult a job teachers have. People would send their young ones to me, like after they left their mothers, when they got off the tit, they just throw them on a van and ship them to me. And I just started teaching them how to lead and how to be brushed and pick up their feet. And my God, my biggest client would send me his children from New York. These were heathens. They were just ill-mannered little reprobates. They bit, they kicked, and they taught me. They taught me it's very important to separate them at a very early age. Yes, by sex, not by how they identified. I mean, you just took them and you put anything with a penis and nuts. Well, even maybe some of them didn't have nuts. They were a little young for them to be descended. But you put them in a separate field and you put all the girls, the cis girls in a separate field, right? Because those little heathens didn't know how to act when they would turn them out together. They get all stupid and start climbing on each other and biting and kicking. And then they'd start taking it out on me. It was terrible. Yeah. They just taught me so much. They taught me how to, wait a moment. I'm sorry. I got kicked in the head by one of them and I tend to forget shit a little bit. I was trying to pick her feet up and she was from New York too. Shit. I don't really know if she kicked me, but I did have a horse's hoof print and the lucky shape, where it points up. Because that means your luck doesn't run out if the horseshoe points up, in case y'all didn't know that, because I didn't know that. But yeah, that's the shape on my head. She could have stood on it, but I don't remember. Little New York bitch kicking me in the head. But yeah, they taught me a lot, and I taught them a whole lot. I taught the young girls how to let me clean their titties, and I tell you what, they get so offended. Sometimes you have to put put a little pressure on them, like pinch them real hard. We call it a twitch. On their lip, on their nose. Wrap a rope around it and tell them to stand still, and they be kicking, but they get all this stuff caked up in there, and it gets a little tender. They don't like it. You have to teach them how to like it. It's just terrible. And the boys, you have to clean their smegma out of their sheets. Yeah. Oh, what a job. You can't just pay anybody to do this. I'm telling you. I mean, most people, you have to make sure their fingernails are cut down to the pore, down to the skin, and or wear gloves. I never wore gloves, but sometimes your arm would go all the way up in the sheath to your elbow, But did you know that a clean sheath, clean penis, makes a boy horse run faster? Yeah. I mean, sometimes they get air up in there. Does that ever happen to you, Ziggy? Do you get air up in No, it makes you go squeaky if you're a boy horse and you get air up in your sheath. They get this kind of thing when they're moving. It's really nerve-wracking when you're riding them. That air just moves around in there. I understand if you get too much air up in there, if you're a human, it can kill you. If you blow air in there, just so you know, I'm just teaching y'all. There is a difference between BJ's and fellatio. Fellatio won't kill you, but a BJ might. All right. So that's all I'll tell you about horses, and I'll leave you with this since we're talking about peacocks tonight, Peacock TV, and what a great show it was. Well, I actually have peacocks living right on the same street with me, and it's peacock rutting season right now. That means that the peacocks are mating, and I am a bit of a voyeur. I have not seen peacocks mate, but I have researched very thoroughly how they do it, but I've not found any pictures either. I guess there's no peacock porn out there, but but apparently they do this thing called a cloaca kiss. Yes, and they go hole to hole from when they breathe.
Oh.
Hole to hole, so it's almost like a lesbian act, right? But one is called a cock and the other one's called a hen. Now here's the other thing, just to educate you fully. The cock, the peacock, doesn't have a pea-sized cock. He has no cock at all. So why is he called a peacock and not a no-cock cock? And that's I'll leave you with that. That's all the educating I'm going to do. Now you know the life of a farmer and a teacher. And clean penises, you'll run faster, and clean titties, you'll perform better. I'm just saying, it's a no-brainer. And keep the boys separate from the girls. Cis, not how you identify. Oh, and also, horses don't care if you mispronoun them. They don't give a rat's ass if you call he and she or she a he. They're very confident in who they are. Just thought I'd let you know that. Thank you.
Cool.
Thank you, Danny, for giving me this 2 minutes.
Ooh, thank you, Kathy Perkins, everybody. Hey, we learned quite a bit today on today's show, haven't we? Learned lots of things. Yeah, keep it clean.
Yeah, keep it clean.
Yeah. Cleanliness is a good thing. Woo. Alrighty then. And you're closing out the show. Your next performer, actually, he is Oog, son of Og, from 30,000 BC. Let's give it up for Oog, son of Og. Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. Look at it. Oh, da 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 dee da. Ha. Woo! 어른들 하는 사람이다. 그래. 어른들, 이렇게 하는 매매, 야, 그래, 매매매, 야, 매, 얼른 둔두두두두두두두두두, 매매매, 두두두두, 얼른 두두, 우르르르, 얼른 우르르르, 매매들은 우르르르르, 우르르르르, 하드티티티나, 우르르르, 하메르리리리리, 우르르르, 하루, 네네, 홀리디 네 그래 올런네 홀리둘리 둘리 몰런둘리 네 그래 네 그래 네 오까 그래 매매 그래 레전드 얼른디디 돌리다 매 그래 혼도도도도 얼른든든드
Okay. Ooh, that was son. It was wait, Oog, son of Og. He also teaches literature at the university. So, so let's get from Oog, son of Og. That's our show. Ooh, thank you. All right, he's cool there. Yes. Hey, so that's our show. Thank you all for watching. And there's a background music. Okay. Anyway, let's give a big
Hold on
hand
for
to
a minute.
all.
Let me say goodbye to everybody on this show. I turned off.
What's that? Oh, all right.
Thank you.
Cool. And let's give it up for Ziggy, Regina Weimiller, Elaine Witt, Georgia Metz, Elaine Wesley, Kathy Perkins, and Oog, son of Og, for performing here tonight on Doctors, Teachers, and Rock and Roll. There we have all that. So great. I'm Danny Ditch, your host, and thanks for watching, and see you next time.
Yes,
And
definitely.
thanks, everybody.